Hi guys, it's Jean here. Welcome to my channel. So I thought I'll do some product testing today. This is not a sponsored video, just something I've been very curious about. I have been doing my hair since a very young age. I remember when I was like in high school, year 7, 8, back in the times where those little butterfly clips were really popular. I used to wake up in the morning and just do my hair in all these different designs. Some days I would go to school looking like I was infested by butterflies. But yeah, I just got really into hairstyling, which later on, after I finished school and I started working, thought I'll get like a qualification. I thought since I like doing hairstyling and things like that, I would start hairdressing and doing hairdressing. Unfortunately, like as much as I enjoyed it, there were some aspects that I didn't enjoy, so I pretty much retired the day I graduated. But pretty much like, curling hair, straightening hair, playing with hair dye and things like that, something that I've been doing with for majority of my life. But as the years got older and I got kind of lazier, I guess my skills have kind of dropped and I barely, like if anything, I'll straighten my hair, but my curling techniques have kind of gone minimal. So nowadays it's just about finding products that are easy to do and easy to use. So I came across this, I think watching a YouTube video, and then I thought, I'll look into it because I'm not the type to really blow dry my hair dry. I kind of just let it naturally dry. But sometimes when you've got occasions where you have to go out, like weddings, birthdays, evening events and stuff like that, it would be nice to kind of like do your hair nicely that isn't always just straighten. But usually I would use like a straightening iron to straighten, like to curl my hair, and then curling tongs. But honestly, sometimes it's just so much effort to do. I'm always kind of on a lookout for something that's easy and idiot proof, if you know what I mean. So I came across these products, which I'm going to use for the first time today, and I guess do a little review to see whether it works or not. And they are these little waving, these are like curl formers. Leave-in ones that you no heat required or anything like that. So I thought I would give these a go. Now I have used something similar to these. These are like the little wave ones, which I'm interested in trying, but I have purchased these. I actually purchased these the same time, but because these were, from China products, one came really early. I think this was Australian, this was in China. So I ordered these the same time, but this one came early, which I actually used for one of my girlfriend's wedding, and it actually turned out really well. Like, I would say because they are kind of tight ringlet, like, almost like ringlets, they are quite tight. So I was hoping that, it would drop. I didn't even use any products in, but these literally held, the curls held like the whole night without any products. So I'm really happy and pleased that these turned out a little too well to my liking. Like I said, it barely dropped. So I would have liked one that was a bit more wavy. So I don't know whether maybe instead of fully letting it dry, might have to take it out semi-damp hair and then just like blow dry to loosen it up. I'm not sure. But I thought this time, since I got these, I will try these wave ones instead and see how these go. Okay, so I wasn't sure how much you actually need. So I bought 3 of these. My hair is quite short, so I actually don't need a lot. However, it is quite thick. So, well, probably not now because most of my hair is snapped off. But I bought 3 just in case, if my hair grows back later or whatnot, at least I've got extras. And they were pretty cheap as well. These, I think, cost like maybe $6 something each. So altogether, like under 20 bucks or around about there. I'll try and leave a picture description here so you know what I'm talking about. I got these off eBay, so yeah, so nothing really expensive about these. But like I said, if you've got weddings or like events coming up that you don't necessarily, like for me, because my hair is pretty damaged, I don't really like applying extra heat. So I thought these are a good idea and hopefully they're foolproof. So we'll give these a go. Okay, so far I've just washed it and towel dried it. I'm not sure whether you're supposed to dry it to a certain degree, but I don't know whether it's a bit too wet, but let's just get this prepared. So yeah, like I said, I am actually a qualified hairdresser, but I never really put my techniques into full practice. But I do enjoy doing hair. It's a lot harder doing your own hair. Like I said, I bleach my hair as well. I guess I did it for my own convenience really, but yeah, it's sometimes it does take like, you know, 2 hours or so to do hair. So I thought I would do this, try this out, finding products that are easy kind of to use, that's less time efficient and something that, you know, you're not spending hours in the bathroom. So I'm just going to clip and do section by section. Now, I should have really looked up tutorials, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. In this, I'm not sure how much you get. I think you get about 12 in a pack. It comes with this long stick, which you just join together. If it goes, excuse the banging, but ta-da! So it's just like a stick that's, I think, folded in like in half just to fit in its package, but you join it up like this and it looks similar to the other one for the other actual curler. So that's what it looks like. I'm not sure whether there is a difference between size, why there's a blue and a yellow. The curly one just curled opposite directions, which was quite handy, but these ones are all just kind of like long little wiggles. So basically what you do is you just use the hook side of it and you just thread it in this little plastic thing like this, pop a little bit of strand, put your hair in and just like pull it out, and it's meant to just stay in place. Like I said, the curly one I've already done and it actually stays on really well. I was worried that, you know, as you move your head when you sleep at night it might fall off or out of place, but it actually held on really well. If you are sleeping it in though, it's not exactly the most comfortable sleep. So yeah, if you're a light sleeper it may not work, but today obviously I'm not going to sleep in it today. I did also buy another product which I wanted to test out. Like I said, I'm not really a type to blow dry my hair. I have a blow dryer here, which I use mainly when my mum comes over. Sometimes, you know, I rarely use it actually. It's usually for my dog or for my mum. But yeah, so I'm going to use this. This is something that I also found online as well on eBay. It's like a heating cap kind of thing. You just pop your head into it and it works like a little heater thing. So you put your blow dryer in here and it's like a little heater. So I'm going to do this now instead of sleeping in it. Try this to see if this will work. Again, I'll leave a screenshot of what it looks like, what I got, where I got it from eBay. But yeah, so far I've just sectioned the bottom bit of my hair. I might do like slightly, not too thin, but just like probably I'll say about that much, like a good fair amount. I'm keeping in mind more the length of it because I don't want it to go too excessive over this, otherwise it kind of looks bunched up, which I don't guess it really doesn't matter. But yeah, so like this one, because it's a wave, there's no real direction, so it's not too bad. I might go like this. And all you need to do is just twist it a bit, because I find it that sometimes you need to get the whole hair in this little loop. If there's a little bit sticking out, sometimes it gets caught and it gets like jammed up. So it just kind of needs to fit like in that little gap right there, like this little bit. You just need to get a lot of hair in there. So I think this is good enough. I'm just going to roll it just to help it easier to slide this through. Might just check this again. I'm going to have to do it this way. So it's just easier to roll like that, and just bring it up and just pull your hair through. Ta-da! It's pretty easy actually, and surprisingly it actually holds really well. So it looks something like that. So that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna go and do the rest of the bottom half of my hair. Yeah. Ta-da! Okay, so that is all done. It literally took me like almost 20 minutes to get it all in my hair. Lucky I bought 3 packs because I used up all 3 with 2 remaining. Yeah, so it wasn't too bad. I guess it depends on how much. I can probably have put more into each wave, but I put about maybe the size of my pinky, and I got a pretty big pinky, so maybe like, yeah, size of a normal person's pinky, but that's how much. And plus you gotta also know that it's really important that all the hair fits in this little spot, because sometimes if you have a little bit of hair that sticks out like here, it gets caught and kind of gets a bit tangled and hard to pull out. But yeah, so that is what it looks like. It actually doesn't look too bad. Like, I wish this was like normal hair. Now the bottom bit wasn't too bad. The hardest bit was trying to see at the back. You just kind of have to feel it with your fingers. The hardest bit was the top bit, trying to figure out where I wanted it to go, because I noticed with the curling one, because it is kind of like a tight rimlet, it is important you try to figure out where it goes, because sometimes like if you don't do it properly, so if you did this for like the curl one and you take it out, you could have like major curls going on like this flat bit right here. Because these are waves, I'm not too worried about. But yeah, so normally I have like a side fringe, so that's where I kind of just followed it for now. But yeah, so that's pretty much what it looks like, and it is pretty good. Like it holds on, because at the end of this is like some kind of like plastic breathable kind of material, which is really good. But at the end of it, there's this rubbery bit which holds onto your hair really well, so it doesn't really slide off or anything, I guess, unless you pull it a lot. It actually holds on really well, so I'm quite happy. It actually looks really nice the way it is. Like if only, like, can you imagine going out like this? But yeah, so now that's done, I'm going to blow dry it just to kind of heat it up and keep it dry, just so I can take it out quicker. So I'm going to put this in my hair. I haven't used this before. I have seen it online, but I thought I would give it a go. It didn't cost much. It cost like maybe $4 or $5 or something like that. So I'm going to, how do I do this? Try to put this on. Okay, so that was a bit of a struggle, but it seems to be in. So now I'm going to get my hair dry out. I don't know whether, yeah, I gotta take this off. Okay, so I've managed to just make it fit. I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of on the skinniest part of this hairdryer. So I have a feeling when I turn it on, it's going to kind of like fling off. So I guess I'm gonna hold it really tight. There are holes in this little thing. I don't know why. Considering it's supposed to make it go up, it could be a safety thing as well. I don't know. So let's see if this works. Oh, it's kind of burning my ears a bit. Maybe I should. Ah, it's actually really hot. Okay, so I don't exactly know how long it's been, probably about 10 minutes now. I feel like the blue girl from The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis, slash Terminator, I don't know. But yeah, so I did have a bit of a hiccup at the start. I think I must have, I don't know, not capped it off properly. At one point it was like burning me. So I flicked it on like a medium cool heat, and then once it seemed like it was okay, I moved it up to high, and then it was fine. I think you just really have to kind of cover the neck up and not have your ears tucked in. Probably didn't help that I have my glasses on, and if the back bit is like metal. But yeah, so it feels warm. It actually didn't do such a bad job. Like, I wish it kind of came in bigger sizes, just so there's a bit more room in there for it to move around. But I guess the tighter it is, the more that hot air will kind of circulate. But if you have really thick afro hair or something like that, it may not probably be the best or fit, depending on how much things you're putting into it. But it wasn't too bad. It was kind of a bit boring just sitting here, which I guess is a good thing because you can still utilize your hands, but you still actually have to stand here with the heat on. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. The end didn't exactly fall off, which was pretty good as well. So I'm going to take this off now, see what it looks like. I really don't have any plans. I'm actually not going anywhere, so this might be a waste of time, but you know, we'll see how it goes. So let's take this off. Ta-da! Feels okay. It's not too bad. Before I take it off, I'm just going to give a quick review on this. So this is like a a blow dry bag, I guess. I don't know what it's called. I'll leave a link down below. But I purchased this on eBay for, I'll say about $5. The price varies, I guess, depending on when you get it from, whether it's from China, how long you're willing to wait for it. But it's not too bad. I wish it did come in different sizes, depending on how much crap to put in your hair, how much room you'll need. I wish that maybe if this could be adjusted or slightly bigger, because it was a bit of a struggle to put the nozzle on from my hairdryer. But yeah, apart from that, it's actually really good. I have a feeling these little holes you see here is just part of like ventilation or circulation or something. There are some inside as well, but it wasn't too bad considering how much I paid for it. It's actually pretty good, especially when you're trying to heat up things like this, like curls. It probably does work. So I'll give it like maybe a 3.5 out of 5, only because I feel like they could make it a little bit bigger. Unless I have a really big head, then maybe a 4 out of 5. But considering I paid like pennies for it, like it's pretty worth it. Okay, so now the moment of truth is these wave formers. So I'm going to start off with the bottom to see how it turned out. So this is, just took it off. It's actually quite nice. Like, it is still a little bit damp, so maybe I could have put the hairdryer on a little bit, but my hair wasn't completely, it was towel dry, but it was still quite wet, so it's actually a pretty good job. I just might go through with a hairdryer again with it, but that's how it turned out. I might just take a few more out just to see. So if you have like little kids, like a daughter or something for like school dance or just something to play with, and you don't really want a lot of like heat, well actually you still do because you need a hairdryer, but I guess this is fun if you have like a child or something, something a little bit safer than putting like a hair straightener to their hair. But it's actually not too bad. I think I might have to put more heat on it because it still feels quite cool, like maybe another 10 more minutes or so. But I guess if I slept in this, then it would probably turn out a lot more better. But yeah, and this pretty much just slides off as well. So that is what it looks like. What do you guys think? I don't want to touch it too much because I feel like it's still a little damp. So the bottom bits are kind of like not too curly, but I feel like if I blow dry this a bit more, then it should be fine. But see how I mean? How like if you don't do this properly, it kind of goes flat. So I feel like when you put it in, you kind of have to play around with it. But actually this looks really good. Like it's quite, would I say effortless? Maybe like half the effort that you would normally put in, rather than standing there with like a hair clamper, or you know, it's more just the arms. Sometimes I just get really tired holding it, but this is actually pretty good. So it took me about 20 minutes to put it in. Probably like, it's still probably like an hour's work, but it's just less like effort on the hands holding it up. It actually doesn't look too bad. Like I guess if I left the hair curler in a little longer, it should be fine. Like normally what I do is I would kind of like put my hair into like a French braid or a Dutch braid overnight and just sleep in it to get something like this. The only problem is though, when you do your hair in a French braid, I often get really like wiggly bits, wavy bits on the bottom, but not so wavy on top. But because this is even from top to bottom, I feel like it's just a bit more effective, and it's actually quite nice. Like there's no product, it's still a little dampish, but it looks quite healthy and quite nice. So definitely worth it, especially if like you're a beginner to intermediate in styling your hair. If you're that type that doesn't do anything to your hair because you just don't know how, this is definitely something worth investing in. Like I said, it's really easy. The only hardest thing is you need to make sure all your hair fits into this little slot, because if it gets caught here and you pull it in, it kind of just gets a bit jammed. But that's the only thing you need to, I guess, look out for. So this product, considering how much I paid for it, I would probably give it like a 4 out of 5. The only reason why I dropped that extra one is because it's really hard to kind of loop it in here. So it's not completely foolproof, but it does look quite nice. So what do you guys think of their hair? I'm not sure whether they sell other sizes. I know they sell other lengths. but I don't know whether they sell like, you know, wavy ones or whatnot, but it actually looks really nice. So let me know what you think, whether you like these videos, if there's any other products that you know are on the market that, you know, I'm keen to try. But yeah, so I hope you like this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to watch more. Thanks for watching. Bye.